everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Newton's Panthers going up against RG3's Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Cleveland. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And at his best, Robert Griffin III can be almost mesmerizing to watch. Not just for us as fans, but also for defenses. And he can really carve them up with his arm and his legs. If he puts it all together, look out. You've got a long game ahead of you.
Finding time. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. On 3rd down, Griffin. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee to kick this one away for Cleveland. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now it's Ginn. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
It's awfully tough on a defense when he's able to move outside the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for open targets. You don't know whether to attack him or lay back and try and defend the pass.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They bring the pressure, but this is a booming kick. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Stewart is the lone setback. Newton sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What do you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Now Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They come up in an offset eye. Griffin going to give to Crowell. And he's got some space here. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel set. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On second down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Griffin gives to Crowell on the draw. And Crowell lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty...
And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know from an offensive perspective, you want every play to be a big play. But sometimes the defense actually wins, and they did there on that draw play. Good job by the runner just taking care of the football because he didn't want to compound a bad play by turning it over.
Unable to connect there on the pass play.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Greg Olsen, 60 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
Back to throw, Newton. Forced out to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Griffin on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those...
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
12 yards on the pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes. and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. And thankfully, the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. So they get there, they get the block. That can turn out to be a big play.
Everyone's looking for a difference maker. Everyone's looking for an edge. If you get a blocked punt in special teams, that could be the huge difference that you're looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the... And the Panthers in for the score. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Griffin going to give to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns are behind by a large margin, and that's no surprise when you see the turnover numbers. The Panthers are taking what's given to them, and today that's a whole bunch of gifts in the form of turnovers. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Here early in the first, we get a scramble and completion here, and he'll end up at the 45-yard line before being tackled. Panthers now later on the drive. Newton's going to cruise off the right side, and he'll go in for a score as they put the first points on the board. First and 10, the long ball will find its mark here, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 57. Sticking with the same drive, Newton's got the completion here, and that goes as a 26-yard touchdown. The Panthers go up by 15. Midway through the second quarter, we'll get a scramble and completion. After the long pass, he'll score. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to First Energy Stadium for the start of the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man. Complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Griffin. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Penalty. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, 48 yards. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something, and there they get 3.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Griffin on second down. Unable to connect there on the pass play. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Griffin now to throw on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Griffin. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Panthers have recovered. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Oh, good luck with that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, 27 yards. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Griffin. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down and 4. Throwing again, Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Punt forthcoming. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did, and for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day.